Okay, another example for our depreciation. So DEF company purchased a building for 50 million pesos on July 30, 2019 with a salvage or scrap value of 1,500,000 and it is expected to be useful in 40 years. How much is the depreciation expense and the carrying value of the building at the end of the year December 31, 2019? So yung hinahanap natin is magkano daw yung depreciation expense natin and how much daw yung carrying value of the building at the end of the year December 31, 2019. So kanina, na-discuss na natin kung paano kumputin yung depreciation expense. So now, since meron na tayong given, identify natin yung mga important datas or important datas na kailangan natin sa pag-compute ng depreciation. So, una, date of acquisition. So, ang nangyari dito, yung DEF company daw, bumili siya ng building 50 million pesos nung July 30, 2019. Meron siyang scrap or salvage value na 1,500,000 and may useful life siya na 40 years. So, ang tinutukoy ditong date of acquisition again is, pag sinabi nating date of acquisition, kailan natin binili yung isang property or yung isang asset. So, based dito sa example natin, binili natin yung building nung July 30. Okay? July 30, 2019. Okay. Now, magkano yung cost? Diba sa formula natin? Ang formula natin is cost minus salvage value over or divided by estimated useful life. So, yung cost, pag sinabi natin ulit na cost, magkano mo nabili yung isang property or yung isang asset. So, dito sa example natin, nabili natin yung building worth 50 million. Okay? Now, estimated useful life. When we say estimated useful life, again, kung ilang months natin or ilang years natin magagamit yung isang property or yung asset na binili natin. So, dito sa example natin, yung building is magagamit daw natin sa loob ng 40 years. So, yun yung ating estimated useful life. So, meaning to say, magagamit natin yung building sa loob ng 40 years. And then, magkano yung salvage or residual value? So, ang salvage value or residual value natin is 1,500,000. Okay? So, ano ulit ibig sabihin ng ating salvage or scrap value? Ang ibig sabihin yan, pag sinabi nating salvage or residual value at the end of 4 years or after 40 years, okay, magkano na lang yung amount ng building? So, 1,500,000. Okay? So, yun yung ating salvage or residual value. Di ba, nabili natin yung building, 50 million. Okay? So, after 40 years, ang cost na lang ng building natin is 1,500,000. So, in case na may balak tayong ibenta yung ating building after 40 years, mabibenta na lang natin siya ng 1,500,000. Okay, now, number of months or years used. So, kailan ba natin binili yung building? Actually, binili natin yung building nung July 30, 2019. Now, nagamit mo na ba siya ng isang taon or 1 year? Hindi pa. So, ilang months mo pa lang siya nagagamit? July 30, simula July 30 hanggang December 31, ilang months mo pa lang nagagamit yung building. So, mag-count tayo. Since July to, July 30, ang count natin or yung mag-start tayo ng bilang sa August. Okay? August, September, October, November, and December. Diba? Kung July 1 to, mag-start tayo ng bilang sa July. Pero since July 30 ito, mag-start tayo ng bilang sa next month. So, July. So, mag-start tayo ng bilang sa August, September, October, November, December. So, equivalent to ilang months to? So, August, September, October, November, December, 5 months. So, yung building is nagamit pa lang natin ng 5 months. Okay. Compute natin yung annual depreciation. Di ba yan yung question dito? How much is the depreciation expense at the end of the year, December 31, 2019? So, yung formula natin to compute the annual depreciation is cost minus salvage value over estimated useful life. So, yung cost ng building natin, magkano yun? 50 million. Okay? Nabili natin yung building worth 50 million. Ngayon, may salvage or scrap value siya na 1,500,000. Okay? Now, so after nating i-minus to, diba cost minus salvage value? So, yung sagot is i-divide natin sa estimated useful life. So, ano yung estimated useful life natin? Ilang years natin magagamit yung building natin. So, magagamit natin yung building natin sa loob ng 40 years. So, divide 40. So, magkano yung magiging sagot natin dito? So, gamitan natin ng calculator ulit. Okay. Okay. So, 50 million again. Yung cost natin is 50 million. Yung scrap or salvage value natin is 1.5 million. So, i-divide mo yan sa estimated useful life na 40 years. So, 50 million minus 1,500,000. Okay? Divided by 40. So, ang sagot ay 1,212,000. 1,212,500. So, ito na ba yung sagot? The answer is, hindi pa. Okay, kasi yung na-compute natin na to, gamit itong formula na ito, 50 million minus 1.5 million divided by 40, ang na-compute nating sagot dito is depreciation per year. Okay? Depreciation yan per year. Kung 1 year mo na nagamit itong building na to, ito na agad yung sagot. 1,212,500. Pero, since hindi pa natin nagagamit yung building ng 1 year or ng 12 months, kasi nabili lang ba natin siya kailan lang? Nabili lang natin siya nung July 30. So, ilang months mo pa lang siya nagagamit. So, August, September, October, November, December, or equivalent to 5 months. So, di ba ang sabi natin kanina sa example natin, hindi pa ito yung sagot natin, di ba? Kasi depreciation per year yan. So, anong gagawin natin kapag depreciation per year? Ang gagawin natin is i-divide natin yung depreciation per year. Okay? I-divide natin yung depreciation per year sa 12. Bakit natin dinivide sa 12? Kasi para makuha natin yung depreciation per month. Okay. So, after nating i-divide yan sa 12, saka natin ngayon ita-time sa number of months kung ilang months mo na siya nagamit. So, yung sa case natin, 5 months na natin siya nagamit. So, again, yung kinumpute natin dito na formula na to, ang na-compute natin dyan ay depreciation per year. So, hindi pa yan yung sagot. Kasi nga, ang sabi natin, hindi pa naman natin nagagamit yung building ng 1 year. Kasi 5 months pa lang natin nagagamit. So, ang gagawin natin, since per year yan, i-divide natin sa 12 para makuha natin yung depreciation per month. and then saka natin ita-times kung ilang months na natin siya nagamit. So, sa case natin, 5 months na natin nagamit yung building. So, magkano yung sagot? So, 1,212,000 divided by 12. So, ang depreciation per month natin is 101,041.66 and so on and so forth. So, ngayon times natin yung sa 5. So, ang sagot is 505,000. 505,000. Ano yun? 505,208.33. 208.33. So, ibig sabihin, ito na yung sagot. Bakit yan yung sagot? Okay? So, anong ibig sabihin nitong 505,208.33? Ang ibig sabihin ng 505,208.33 sa loob ng 5 months or simula July 30 hanggang December 31, nag-depreciate or bumaba ng 505,208.33 yung amount ng building natin. So, itong portion na to, kung magkano yung binaba ng building natin, i-record natin siya as expense. So, debit, depreciation expense, 505,208.33, and accumulated depreciation. Anong accumulated depreciation to? Diba sabi natin dapat yung accumulated depreciation natin is dapat particular or specific. So, anong asset yung pinag-uusapan natin dito? Ang asset na pinag-uusapan natin dito is building. So, credit, accumulated depreciation building, worth 505,208.33. Okay? So, ito yung sagot natin dito sa question na to. Ang depreciation expense natin at the end of the year is 505,208.33. Okay? So, ito yung ibig sabihin sa loob ng 5 months or simula July 30 until December 31, 2019, bumaba or nag-decrease yung value ng building natin ng 505,208.33. Now, may question tayo dito na follow-up. How much is the carrying value of the building? Di ba sabi natin, pag sinabing carrying value, magkano na lang yung cost ng building or magkano na lang yung cost ng asset after mag-depreciate. So, ano ba yung cost ng building natin? Magkano ba natin nabili yung building natin? So, nabili natin yung building natin worth 50 million pesos. Okay? Now, less accumulated depreciation. Bakit natin minus yung accumulated depreciation? Kasi contra asset siya. Okay? Since sinabing contra asset, di ba? Contra, deduction siya sa particular asset. Kung tatandaan natin kanina, ito, accumulated depreciation is a contra asset account deducted to related fixed asset. So, since contra asset siya, minus siya sa asset. So, magkano yung binaba ng building natin? Okay, ang binaba ng building natin is 505,208.33. So, at the end of the year, December 31, 2019, magkano na lang yung cost ng ating building? Siyempre, hindi na siya 50 million. Okay, at the end of the year, ang cost na lang ng building natin ay, so calculate natin, 50 million minus 505,000. Right? 50 million minus 505,208.33. So, ang sagot is 49 million 494,000 791.67. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Anong ibig sabihin ng carrying value ulit? Ibig sabihin, after at the end of the year, ang cost na lang ng building natin is 49,491,791.67 kasi nga nag-depreciate siya ng 505,208.33. Okay? So, yun yung ating carrying value.